I, 24M, walked in on something horrifying with my girlfriend, 23F, and 2 friends. I've been with my girlfriend Laura for a year. She is awesome and we love each other. I've been friends with Jake and Shelly for 2 years. We weren't that close seeing as I met them through my group of friends, but now we're very close. They adore my girlfriend and pretty much hang out with her more than me. One time they even told me if we were to break up they would pick her side over mine, even though I've known them longer. Anyway, I'll get to the point. So Laura just graduated college and wanted to celebrate. Let me start by saying she never drinks. In the year I have known her, I think she's only drank like once or twice, and honestly, that's because my group of friends kind of pressured her into it. She doesn't handle alcohol well since she is really small and has no tolerance. This will be important later. So Jake and Shelly invite her over to their place while I am at work, so I can't come. The plan was for them to pick her up and take them to their place, and for me to pick her up after work so she doesn't drink and drive/have to spend the night. All is well. I trust them and I know they are experienced drinkers and would watch her. I get off at 2 a.m. from work and head over to their place. At this point, I know Laura is drunk because of the sloppy texts I am getting from her, so I knew that I would have to take care of her. But then, I get to their house and I walk in on something terrible. Laura is passed out on the ground, Shelly is on top of her making out with her, and Jake is recording it all with his phone. I freak out and ask him what the fuck is going on. I snatch his phone from him and delete the videos and pictures. He laughs and says it was all a joke, that they took the pictures to make fun of Laura in the morning, play a joke on her. I pick her up off the ground and we leave. Guys, she was so drunk she could barely walk. She was puking constantly, she was crying and couldn't see straight, and my friends were completely sober. What the fuck? I put her to bed and then receive a text from Shelly, saying that I shouldn't be mad since it was all a joke. I reply that they took advantage of her, and she agreed, but claimed they took advantage of her in a friendly way so that she would let loose and have fun since she is always studying. I was so disgusted that I didn't reply and cared for Laura all night since she wouldn't stop vomiting. The next day, Laura receives a bunch of text messages from them angrily berating her for getting them in trouble. They say she is a grown-ass woman who can handle her own mistakes, that they don't give a fuck what I think about what they did, that I am a little bitch, and that it's basically all her fault and she pressured them into making the video. If you all saw how incoherent and blacked out my girlfriend was, you'd see that she couldn't even stand up, let alone pressure someone to do anything. She has been crying over it all day, and switches between yes it was all her fault, to no they were being disgusting assholes. As for me, they keep berating me and insulting me for being angry, saying I am overreacting to a simple joke that they were going to play on her. I don't know what to do, please give me some advice. Am I wrong? Because I don't fucking think I am, but Jake and Shelly are going around spreading rumors about this, making me out to be a jealous, controlling asshole and my girlfriend to be a dumb drunk who pressured them into acting badly. TLDR, walked in on my girlfriend passed out drunk on the floor and my best friends on recording a sexual video with her. Relevant comments. Commenter, does your girlfriend remember how much she had to drink before she started to black out? She sounds like she was really sick afterwards, and if she doesn't remember supposedly doing all these shots, I'd worry about how they got her into this bad of a state. Op, she does not, but she remembers that they didn't drink and that is fishy to me. The text the friends sent. The exact text they sent was, we really did take advantage of her, but in a friendly way. She wanted to take more shots and we wanted her to have fun since she's always stuck home studying. It was more of a joke to her sober self. I don't know what the fuck that means. When told the friends are predators, Op replies, you know what? I've suspected this but I didn't want to believe it. I always felt left out because they would prefer to hang out with her and they told me so. I feel so guilty because if it weren't for me, my girlfriend would have never met them. I feel bad for letting her go there with them. Update. So for several days after the incident, they constantly contacted my girlfriend blaming her and telling her it was her fault. She did admit to them that she was blackout drunk and couldn't remember anything, and they pounced on that information by telling her false stories of what actually happened, and telling her that I was lying and a controlling asshole who just wanted to isolate her from her true friends. Since they've known me for a long time, they then proceeded to tell her horrible stories about my past, that I did drugs when I was 18 for God's sake, that I was once arrested for drunk driving. That was a mistake I owned up to as soon as her and I met, and she was aware of it since the beginning, and that I've slept with multiple women and that Laura is just another number to me. Guys, I'll admit that I used to be a party animal and I have a bad past, but I am a changed person now and I love my girlfriend with all of my heart. It hurt that they were using my past against me in order to get her to come to their side. So I told her that she should go to the police and file a report, and she agreed. She warned them to quit harassing her and they flipped the fuck out. They showed up at our house late at night to try to talk to her, they left treats and presents for her at our door, they even got her parents involved. Now, her parents are not idiots and as soon as I told her what they did to Laura, her parents banned them from the house and threatened to call the police if they ever showed up again. It was a crazy ordeal, considering they left handwritten notes for her parents to read signed, "Love, your favorite son and daughter." What the fuck? Laura spent many nights crying into my arms racked with guilt and confusion. Finally, we went to the police after weeks of this harassment and filed a report. She did not want to press charges. I'm working on building her self-esteem back up so she has the strength to do it if she ever wants to. The police officer said that she has enough evidence to press charges against them since she has the texts where they admitted to taking advantage of her, and they also said that if she presses charges, they can confiscate their phones and search for their video. I'm still not sure how that would work, but I'm not questioning it. Laura just wanted to file a report just in case anything happens in the future there is a paper trail. She's contemplating putting a restraining order on them, but they've stopped and have gone silent. We no longer have contact with them or any other friends that believe their lies. Laura is in therapy and is slowly starting to understand that she was sexually assaulted, and sometimes I go with her to support her. The hardest part for her is not feeling like it's her fault. She brings up the fact that she was drunk, and if she had not gotten that drunk, it all could have been avoided. I always tell her that it is not her fault. We will see if she decided to press charges. I can't force her to do anything she doesn't want to do, but I support her in anything she chooses. So there it is. I'm not sure what to make of the craziness that happened after that night. I don't get why they went psycho, leaving her notes and gifts and trying to talk to her parents. Maybe one of you guys could explain it. TLDR, they went crazy for a couple weeks after the incident, then they stopped. My girlfriend filed a police report but so far does not have the strength to press charges at the time. She's in therapy and I go with her to support her.